It is a Friday night in Central Indiana. We are with you here on Facebook. It is great to be with you. The weekend is here. Hope you're as excited about the weekend as I am. Though we will be talking tonight about the forecast, which looks like we've got some rain coming up here in Central Indiana, both Saturday and Sunday. We'll get with Angela in a moment. Coming up here in the next few minutes here on Facebook Live, we've got this great story from the south side of Indianapolis. A grandmother has come up with so many school supplies to donate to a local school. She's got them all in her garage. Wait till you see this story from our Jenny Runovich. We're also going to be talking about the CDC out with new guidance tonight in terms of COVID protocols for schools opening up in the fall. They're basically saying, look, if you're fully vaccinated, you don't need to wear a mask. We'll tell you what Indiana schools have decided to do. But let's begin our Friday evening bringing in Angela to talk about what was really a very, very nice Friday.
Yes, and what would you expect for your birthday?
I appreciate it.
It's his birthday, everybody.
Thank you. Thank you. It was a good day.
Yeah, I noticed you had some pictures on social media. You got out with your family and had lunch.
I mean, my gosh, I had cinnamon rolls that Janae made me for breakfast.
Yum.
Then I had this amazing sandwich at Wolfie's at Geist,
Nice.
which was great with fries. And then we had barbecue for dinner.
Well, wow,
So
you're
I'm
eating like a
just
king today.
Stuffed. So I need to be walking like 20,000 steps tomorrow, but I'm not sure with the rain I'm going to be able to do that.
I'm surprised you're still awake after all that food.
I'm like in a food coma tonight.
Yes, we are still tracking some rain for the weekend, but I wouldn't cancel any plans, but I would have a backup indoor plan just in case. It's honestly just going to be one of those weekends. We were talking about this during the early news. We were kind of waiting on this complex of storms to develop, and in fact it has, producing some big time hail across parts of Iowa today into tonight. That pink box indicates a tornado watch for northern Missouri, western Illinois. The majority of these storms are diving almost due south, and that's really where we find, at least tonight, the majority of the instability that supports severe weather. So for us, if we get anything overnight, it looks to be well after midnight, closer to when the sun comes up, and really that higher risk for severe weather stays out to our west tonight. It does include central Indiana tomorrow on our scale of 1 to 5 out of 1, but we want you to stay weather aware. This is the latest timeline with Future Track 13. And again, what I showed you on radar, most of that is moving due south. There's an outside chance we get 1 or 2 crossing the state line. 1, 2, 3 in the morning. The better chance comes 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 a.m. provided that holds together. And if you're from Indiana and you've watched these complexes of summertime thunderstorms that develop overnight, sometimes they hold together and sometimes they don't. So we'll just kind of wait and see how this behaves overnight and early tomorrow. But there will at least be that threat the early half of tomorrow. And I know this looks bad as we kick off our Saturday, but do know that I do think there will be breaks in between the off and on rain and storms that we get. And here comes that break during the afternoon. So we get some dry hours. Is it going to be everywhere dry? No. But is it going to be everywhere wet? No. Best advice, have a backup plan for outdoor activities and take us along with you. Really, that Live Doppler 13 weather app can be a great resource if you're on the go. You can set up alerts. It'll alert you if lightning is close to you and you're outside. It'll alert you if a warning is issued for your area. And also, same setup for Sunday. Don't cancel any plans. There's going to be some dry hours in between the pop-up showers and thunderstorms. Again, it's just going to be one of those weekends. Crystal clear, beautiful, like 4th of July weekend with sunshine.
Not going to happen.
Not going to happen. But it's also not going to rain start to finish.
Okay, well, that's good news. So get out when you do see dry weather, get out and enjoy it.
Yes, and really the app, I can't stress enough, is a great resource because it will alert you.
Yep.
I have Purdue University on my phone as an alert. I have our home and then my current location with my phone. So if at any point there's lightning within 5 miles or whatever, I'll get an alert, or I'll get an alert storms are approaching the area
That's
near
really
Purdue.
important.
It's great. So download the app.
Okay, very good. We're going to see you in a minute. Let's go ahead and talk about our big story tonight that we're going to be talking about at 11 o'clock. We're going to be talking about this new CDC guidance that came out today. Of course, the CDC has been doing this throughout the pandemic, Today, they went ahead and notified schools across the country that their guidance for the fall semester is that if you are fully vaccinated as a teacher or a student, you do not need to wear a mask. That's the CDC's guidelines. Here are some of the other things that they're saying. You can now, instead of 6 feet, reduce social distancing to 3 feet in the classroom. Again, allow fully vaccinated students and teachers not to wear a mask, resuming extracurricular activities and sports. And so these are going to be some of the things that we're going to do, but this is guidance only. So this is allowing schools at the local level to make decisions for themselves. So for instance, in Philadelphia, schools there are going to say you have to wear a mask inside of a classroom, whether you're vaccinated or not. In Houston, they don't have to wear masks in Houston. What's happening here in Indianapolis? Our Rich and I found out today what schools here are doing.
For students and teachers that have received the COVID vaccine, health officials say a mask is no longer necessary inside the classroom. Masks are optional at Ben Davis High School in Wayne Township, and there will not be any vaccine reporting or policing.
By the time we go back, our junior high and high school students will have had enough time to be fully vaccinated if they want to be fully vaccinated. And so I feel more comfort there. I think it's the elementary kids that we have really no idea when they're going to actually be able to get immunized. That is more concerning for me, and I know that that's a difficult decision for parents.
At Wayne Township Elementary Schools, most students will be expected to wear a mask. Most of them are under 12 years old and not even eligible for the vaccine yet.
We anticipate in our elementary schools our children will be wearing masks until that age group is dropped down and our children are eligible and are getting those vaccinations. We know that's the number one thing that is providing safety for our students and for our staff.
We all want this next school year to look more normal than it has in the last 16 months. But we also want schools to remember that COVID-19 is a communicable disease and that schools are congregate settings where this virus can spread quickly among large groups of people.
School districts can make their own COVID-19 guidelines in consultation with the local health department.
Things may change after we start back to school again, depending on what happens with the data. And we've tried to follow the data. We've always followed the guidance of the Marion County Public Health Department. And so as they continue to monitor this on a county and statewide level, we'll continue to follow their guidance. They're the experts.
But no matter the mask policy in school, everyone must wear a mask on the bus, vaccinated or not. That is still mandated by the National Transportation Security Administration.
We're going to continue to follow this story. Now, coming up tonight on 13 News at 11 o'clock, we're going to take a look at a few other school districts and let you know what they are saying in terms of protocols as we get ready to send kids back to school. Angela, it's hard to even believe that we're, here in the middle of July and already we're talking about back to school.
Well, there are a couple school districts that start at the end of the July and a few more early part of August. So that's the only thing I think I like about having college-age students, is they don't go back until, middle, end of August.
Right. So when you were growing up, when I grew up, we didn't even go back until after Labor Day.
That's how I remember it.
Yeah.
We're old, though.
I know. I don't have to be told.
Yeah, but then I'm trying to remember when we got out for summer.
Yeah.
But yeah, the summer seemed longer as a kid. And maybe that's a kid thing, I don't know.
Right. I think we ended up getting out of school in mid-June back when I was.
Okay, so that's later.
Yeah.
Because most of students now get out, at least those that start early tend to get out around Memorial Day.
That's right.
So.
Yeah.
But yeah, it'd be great if it was off Memorial Day through Labor Day.
It would be ideal. All right, let's talk about one of the stories today that really inspired all of us here in the newsroom. Our Jenny Runovich found this beautiful story on the south side of Indianapolis because a lot of people are going back to school and looking for school supplies, and not everyone can afford these school supplies. Jenny found a story tonight about a Mimi and her mission and the way it is inspiring Indiana. Watch.
This is almost a year's accumulation of shopping clearance.
It's pretty clear at her Southside home.
See, it's garage Jenga.
Barb Jankowski
I just list what it is.
has been busy.
Over there. As I see stuff, I buy it, I stick it over here, and then I find room to stack it.
Buying and stacking school supplies
I have Kleenex, art supplies, backpacks,
piled in the back of her garage.
pencils, pencil boxes, glue.
for the past year,
I have binders. I have recess toys.
all of which she plans to donate to Franklin's Webb Elementary. You see, Barb, a grandmother of 2,
They call me Mimi. I'm Mimi. That's the cool name, right?
has become Mimi to a lot of children in Franklin.
I'm the grandmother of my granddaughter's school because I want to take care of all the kids.
When she heard about students in need without supplies or teachers paying out of their own pockets, she started buying things herself.
Because I never want any child to come to school and be embarrassed or feel less than because they don't have all the supplies. They don't have nice pencils. They don't have a pretty backpack. It's hard to learn when you come in and don't have the tools to succeed. And this is a very easy thing we can do for the kids.
So she scoured the stores for sales.
I'm a big clearance shopper.
Barb really loves a bargain.
Sidewalk chalk from the Target bin.
And then started sharing her finds on Facebook, asking others to help. Supply Our Students SOS aims to finish off Webb's school supply needs and then expand donations throughout the district.
I want the momentum to keep growing, and I really want people to be involved. If you can, help your local school.
Barb's garage now has about 95% of one school covered. Even with discounts, she's spent a lot of her own money.
I'm okay with that because I put my money where my heart is.
And granddaughter Olivia is pretty proud of her Mimi's mission.
1,000 thumbs up.
Thank you.
A pledge to help kids,
And then it joins the pile.
one box at a time. Jenny Runovich, 13 News.
How about that story?
We'll give her another 1,000 thumbs up from all of us here at Channel 13. That's awesome.
That is awesome. Well done, Jenny Runovich. Great story about Mimi. All right, so for folks who missed the beginning of the Facebook Live, wondering about tomorrow and Sunday, what do you tell them?
Don't cancel any outdoor plans, but have a backup indoor plan just
Okay.
in case you get under some showers and thunderstorms. They're really just going to be scattered across the area from late tonight, early tomorrow, all the way through the end of the weekend, but there will be some dry breaks. So just take us along with you, check back for updates, and go ahead and make the outdoor plans. Just have a backup.
All right, very good.
And stay weather aware, because if we get some
Yep.
storms, may have some heavy rain, may get some hail and gusty winds with them.
All right, make sure you've got that live Doppler 13 weather app on your phone as you head out tonight. And be sure to join us at 11 o'clock. We'll have her 7-day forecast, the rest of the day's news, and our big story talking about the CDC's new guidelines for schools as we begin to go back to school. Thanks for joining us on this Friday night. Have a great weekend.